Hello again, everybody. Let's wait a few moments so everyone could join. Hello, hello. Hello again. Orodek Danyar. I finally learned how to show your messages. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and at least have 50 people watching, and then we'll start. Well, that was a bit rough, don't you think, Arjan? Talking about your Kazakh language teacher like that. Who? I also drank coffee, but not black. It is with milk. Yes, yes, I am from Pavlodar. Oh, good. We have more than 50 watchers, visitors. Um, my audience is keep on growing. Okay, very good. Before we start, I just wanted to warn you that this lesson will last until like 1 p.m. Why? Because I looked at the wrong lesson schedule. I thought that our next lesson will start at 11:30, but in fact it had to start at 11:10, 10 past 11. Call it however you wish. And this this brings us to the point where we'll have to finish our lessons until 1 p.m. So this one will last for a long time. So be patient, bring your coffees, bring your teas, have some food near you because this is not a traditional lesson. You can eat food. Okay. So we'll be continuing with our topic, emphatic structures and inversion. Now we get to the point where we talk about inversion. Okay. So before we start, we have a small contest here. I will now give 500 tenges to your telephone balance to top up your telephone balance. For the right guess or for the right answer, maybe you will not guess it, but you will know it and give the right answer right away. So I will in a few moments I will show the picture. It is not the picture, it is GIF or GIF, I don't know. You can call it however you want. So the task is to guess what is this picture's reference to our today's topic of inversion. I want you to name this picture belongs to somebody, belongs to someone famous. So write his name. Oh, I gave you the first hint. It's yes, it's a male. Write his name, whose picture this might be, and write why did I choose this picture to connect it with our topic inversion. Okay, so the first one to guess will get the 500 guess after the lessons, of course. I will contact this person on my own, okay? So 3, 2, 1, go. This is our um, yes, this is our picture. So come on, who will win the 500 guess? Okay. The word reads tenet. Okay, very good. I see the first answer, but this is not the full answer. It's about inversions. Okay, I don't know how to read your nickname. Kupia Dawul, I guess. Could you specify why is it connected with our topic? Yes, this is the upcoming film of a famous director Christopher Nolan, who is famous for his works of Batman movies trilogy, then Dark Knight trilogy. Again, then he did the Interstellar movie, Inception. Okay, the first one to guess whose picture is it was this user, Kupia Dawul. You will get your 500 guess, and I will tell you the reason why I chose this particular picture to connect it with our topic. Okay, so the contest is up. So yes. Well, I've chosen this topic because I'm sorry, not the topic. This picture because in the film Tenet, if you read the word onwards and backwards, it spells the same. Tenet, and backwards is also tenant. And our topic is inversion. So when we'll start to talk about what is inversion, you will understand that everything in this topic is connected with changing the order of things. So yes, you started to find the definitions. I see it, but this is not what I was asking for. I was asking for the person who's owner of this picture, let me say it this way, and but I didn't get the right answer, but still, as I promised. So Kupia Dawul, please, if you yes, I see your user account. I will contact you through your YouTube account. Okay, your message will direct message will come to your YouTube account. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm screenshotting this page to remember the name of the user. Okay, very good, very good. This was a little warm up. Let's go. Now, what is inversion? My dear students, what is inversion? Let's go. It's simple. It is when you change the order of something, okay? Then, let's see. Have a look at this sentence. She is cooking. It is the simple sentence, sentence that contains some information about someone, female, who is cooking, okay? Imagine your mother's cooking. Okay, she is cooking. Now, let's look at this sentence. This one is not a sentence. As you can see, this is the question. Is she cooking? And we know that when we change the order of auxiliary verb and the object, it becomes a question. The same pattern, the same rule works for other sentences. For example, do you uh, do you drive, or are you driving? Yeah, you are driving is the sentence, affirmative sentence, and are you driving is the question. So generally we got used to the change of order when we use question. But dear students, what if I tell you that this sentence, I mean this question, can become a simple sentence, not a question? It can. And watch how this happens. Not only is she cooking, but also she is looking after her kids. This sentence is fully about our mothers, right? They're doing several things at the same time. They're very crazy and mastered the multitasking skills, right? But what is important in this sentence, that this form, is she cooking, uh, it is not, sorry, um, it is not in the question form. It is in the simple sentence, but used with some structures. Look at here, not only, but also. So this is inversion. When we use the sentences where the order of words is changed, but they're not the questions. Here we go. So this is what inversion looks like. You might want to ask yourselves, why do we need this inversion? And again, I come up with some simple ideas that I would like to share and make you understand why do you need inversion. Well, first of all, again, to give emphasis in the sentence. Today's topic, emphatic structures and inversion. Inversion is one of the ways to give emphasis in the sentence. Okay. The second reason is to make our writing look cool. Again, I was talking about it in the first lesson about emphatic structures. We want to look our speech. We want our speech to look really cool because we are going to pass IELTS. We're going to give. We're going to do a lot of written assignments in our university years. In our preparations for the university years, we'll write tons of essays. So to make our writing look cool, we need this inversion. And the last and the most important reason why we need inversion is just because why not, right? Okay, so use the inversions. They're very helpful. And they're not that difficult, but we'll need your full 100% concentration and your note-taking skills. Do not forget to take notes, okay, dear students? So now we'll be talking about how to use inversion. These are the first part of the rules. A lot of text. Yes, you will have to uh, take notes. Otherwise, you will not remember everything. But if you feel like you would better watch this video again later and then take notes, it's up to you. Again, I'm telling you that this today's topic, emphatic structures and inversion, they're not to be understood logically. They do not have one simple form, one simple formula, as we say in our other lessons, subjects. You have to remember it. You have to learn these structures by heart, and you have to understand what is the difference between them, the difference of placing the inversion into the sentence. So this is very important. So pay your 100% attention, please. Now let's go. We can invert the subject and the auxiliary verb in the sentence to give emphasis. I told about this earlier on. So, when does this happen? This happens after certain expressions placed at the beginning of a sentence. So, these certain expressions, these certain phrases, if you see them in the beginning of the sentence, you understand that you will have to do the inversion. Okay? Let's go. First one, barely. I hope you know the meaning of every word. I'll try to explain in some sense, but the explanation will only be in English. If you want to understand it better, you can open additional tab and type in Google these words to translate them. Okay, I'm sure you can do this pretty well. So barely or hardly ever. These two expressions. They bear the same meaning. They contain the same meaning, which tells us that something happens really, really seldom, rarely. Okay, um, this do not happen a lot of time. So at the beginning, when we see this phrase, this expression in the beginning, at the beginning of the sentence, we understand that after this, we go with inversions and inversed sentences. Okay. Um, if you don't mind, I will exit the full screen to be able to see your comments and so on and so forth. Okay. So next phrases are. Let's get back to the full screen because this information is important to be seen in full screen. When, in no way, in or under no circumstances. Okay, when you see a comma, it means that the expression is ended. Okay, so we're starting with when, or the semi dot shows us that this one is one phrase, hardly ever, some part of the sentence, and then when. Okay, in no way is the separate expression. Then we go in or under no circumstances. Then we have little, never or before. Okay, I mean like not never or before, never or never before, nor neither, no sooner than, not even once, not only but also. You remember my previous example here. Here we have, I'm sorry, yes, this one. Not only is she cooking, but also she is looking after her kids. Okay, this is the same. Not since, not till, and not until, nowhere, only by, only in this way, on no account, on no occasion, only then, rarely, scarcely, scarcely ever, when, seldom, little did he say about his accident, rarely does he visit us. These are the examples of these expressions, but mind that not all of them are used. Not all of them are used that much. There are several expressions that are used more than the others. So here are the full list of these expressions. You should know and should learn and remember all of them, but remember that you will not need all of them because not if you want to write a formal letter or a book or some scientific work. Okay, we'll try to work with the simplest ones so that you understand the topic. Okay, here it says, look, Note that when, only after, only by, only if, only when, not since, not till, and until, okay, are put at the beginning of a sentence, we use inversion in the main clause. What is the main clause? For example, take a conditional sentence, okay? If you see him, you will realize how much he has suffered, okay? I'm talking about this sentence. Or, when you see him, you will realize how much he has suffered. This sentence is conditional sentence, but when you use inversion and use the expression only when, it is here and it also here, you use inversion in the main clause. Here main clause is the you will realize how much he has suffered. But of course, you will change the order of auxiliary and the subject. Only when you see him will you realize how much he has suffered. Do you see this one? Inversion. In the simple sentence, it would sound like, when you see him, you will realize how much he has suffered. But we're not talking about simple. We want to make our speech look better. So, how to use inversion? This way. Only when you see him will you realize how much he has suffered. Very good. Next point, after these expressions, so, such, to such a degree, in result clauses placed at the beginning of a sentence. Here we have the rules that says that inversion is placed in result clauses. Here, so hard does he work that he will soon be promoted. He works so hard that he will soon be promoted. The main clause here is he will soon be promoted. The result clause here, so hard does he work. So the inversion comes to the part of the sentence where we have results. Okay, so hard does he work. Again, inversion happens here. The auxiliary verb does comes before the subject. So hard does he work that he will soon be promoted. Next, in conditionals, again, we're talking about conditional sentences. When, should, were, and had, for past perfect had, right, are placed at the beginning of the sentence, note that if is omitted. When we use inversion in the conditional sentences, we omit the word if. We do not need it, okay? Should you go out, leave the key under the mat. The simple sentence, the simple conditional sentence would look like this. The conditional type 1, first conditional. If you should go out, leave the key under the mat. But we want to use inversion, so we take out the word if and put the should in the beginning so that inversion can happen. Should you go out, leave the key under the mat. Next, the second conditional, the famous conditional where we use this very mainstream phrase, if I were you, right? You'll be surprised, but sometimes you can use it this way. When you use inversion, you say, where are you? Where are you? I would apologize. The simple conditional would sound like, if I were you, I would apologize. But here we have inversion, so the auxiliary verb comes first, object, subject after. So, where are you? I would apologize. And the next example comes with the third conditional. Had he been invited, he would have come. The simple sentence would sound like, if he had been invited, he would have come. Again, we have the auxiliary verb coming first, and then the rest of the sentence. And again, we omit, we do not need, we cross out the word if. Had he been invited, he would have come. Uh, for now, it's it's okay to deal only with these structures, only with these rules on how to use inversion. And let's get to the part where we practice, okay? Um, Again, I will send this link now to our chat. Click on it and start performing the sentences, okay? I'll give you 10 minutes to practice these questions. The link does not work. Okay, let me check. Oh, I see. I will change the link. Sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't create the tiny one. Please, let's have this link. I hope it is clickable. I will also leave it under the comments part. Oh, I see some comments saying that you didn't understand the inversion topic. Yeah, I guess it's a challenging one, but we're not finished yet. Let's work until we have time. We have time at least until 1 o'clock. I hope that everyone gets this topic. At some point of this lesson, I might want to switch to Russian or Kazakh, just for the sake of you, for the sake of understanding the topic. Okay. So I will also change the link here. Presentation. 10 minutes starting from now. Again, if you cannot find the link, the clickable link, it is also in the comments part under the video, not near on the right, but under the video. Dear students, I see your comments that you are struggling with this topic. Please try and perform the tasks. Write full answers. Again, I'm telling you that if your answer is incorrect, it's okay. Just make sure that you see the correct answers. After you submit answers, you can click the button, watch my results or so, and then you'll see the right answers. I will also show you the right answers here, and we will analyze. And I will try to make the explanation easier for you, even with using our native language or so. Okay, 10 minutes is up. Let's discuss the answers. Okay. here we go. I will try to explain the answers using how to use the inversion, maybe in your native language as well, because there are several problems. I'm also struggling here. I don't know how to explain it in online. Don't judge me. As everyone is asking to wait. We have about 49 answers from how many? From 78 people watching right now. Okay, let's start. The first question was, Edna won't leave the house under any circumstances. This is the simple sentence. And we'll use the inversion using the word will, and it starts with under. Сейчас я начну объяснять немножко на русском. Я надеюсь, так всем будет доступнее. Вначале, объясняя тему, я говорил, что инверсия в предложениях в английском языке требуется для чего? Для того, чтобы речь была, во-первых, просто красивее, и чтобы мы могли, как вот с emphatic structures, именно выделить определенную часть текста, да? Сделать акцент на чем-то особенном. И там был такой момент, у вас у всех есть книжка FC, Preparation for FC, 10 юнит. Там есть список вот этих вот слов, фраз, выражений, с которыми можем мы проводить инверсию. То есть только когда мы видим эти фразы в начале предложения, только тогда мы можем совершать инверсию. Соответственно, в этом примере, в данном нами примере, здесь нам намек идет на слово under, and у нас тоже есть слово circumstances. Если вы вспомните, там была такая фраза under no circumstances, что в переводе означает ни при каких условиях, ни при каких обстоятельствах. Will – это наш вспомогательный глагол, который должен обязательно идти перед subject. Для чего? То есть это и есть инверсия. Когда у нас в обыкновенном предложении will всегда идет после subject, то здесь, как в вопросе, will идет впереди, но это не вопрос, это обыкновенное предложение. Так что смотрите. Under no circumstances will Edna leave the house. Здесь мы видим, что инверсия произошла со словом will и Edna. Со словами will и Edna. Одни поменялись местами. Здесь в предложении, из которого мы должны были сделать инверсию, в отрицательной форме стоит слово won't и leave the house. Но так как у нас уже есть отрицание в самой фразе under no circumstances, мы больше не нуждаемся в использовании негативной частицы not в самой инверсии. Соответственно, under no circumstances will Edna leave the house. Сейчас я посмотрю на ваши комментарии, я надеюсь, что вы поймете. Так, ну, здесь немножко. Просто скажите, было ли полезно то, что я начал говорить сейчас на вашем, на native language? Это, конечно, вредно для нас сейчас, потому что все-таки English is English. It has to stay English. And explanation should also be in English. The question is, мы должны всегда добавлять no. Нет, смотрите, еще раз объясняю. Фраз очень много. Их вообще, я вам только что показывал списки. Сейчас можно я еще раз включу вам мою презентацию, просто чтобы вы это видели. Так, извиняюсь. Вот. Смотрите, это целый большой список фраз. Вы их выпишите отдельно себе. Это видео будет доступно. Вы можете скриншот сейчас сделать. Сохраните. Эти фразы вам нужны для чего? Для того, чтобы запомнить, что именно с этими фразами, стоящими в начале предложения, если у вас есть такое задание, да, я имею в виду именно в контексте выполнения каких-то заданий, предложений. Если вы их видите в начале, то все, вам нужно использовать inversion. Но смотрите, еще такая, именно как вот эти фразы используют в самой речи. Вы их должны выучить наизусть. Если вы хотите красивее сказать какую-то фразу, вам нужно эти фразы выучить наизусть и использовать их с перевернутым предложением, да, инверсированным предложением, скажем так. Поэтому тема не легкая. Я предупреждал вначале, что очень много информации будет сейчас, поэтому это желательно все записывать и внимательно слушать. Также повторим здесь остальные правила. Если вот эти вот фразы, да, only after, only by, здесь говорится о том, что если они стоят в начале, то инверсия идет не сразу после этих фраз, как вот здесь, например, да, только что было. Under no circumstances will Edna leave the house. Здесь эти слова используются в основном в conditional sentence, то есть в условных предложениях. И есть основная часть предложения, есть условная, да. Также здесь написано, что мы используем это в основной части. Вот, как здесь пример указан. Only when you see him will you realize how much he has suffered. Такие же слова, как so, such, to such a degree, используются в result clause, то есть в основной части, именно в результативной части условного предложения. So hard does he work that he will soon be promoted. Здесь мы в основном, видите, говорим о предложении, которое состоит из двух частей. Одна зависимая, одна основная. Здесь используется в основной части, то есть в условной части. So hard does he work. Примерно как в том же примере under no circumstances. Но там не сложное предложение, там одно информативное предложение, которое не содержит никаких условий, просто сказаны фразы under no circumstances. И также со словами should, were and had, когда вот используются именно в conditionals, здесь нужно запомнить, что мы должны всегда забывать про слово if, если мы хотим инверсировать предложение. Например, если бы в простом conditional sentence было бы if you should go out, leave the key under the mat, то в инверсии у нас будет should you go out, leave the key under the mat. Окей. Теперь перейдем опять же к вопросам. Так. Вопрос тут прочитал. Я не понял именно, когда исправлять инверсию. И вы используете только тогда, когда вам она нужна. То есть вы можете ее использовать, когда вы говорите про... Когда вы пишете эссе, например, это очень полезная вещь. Особенно в подготовке к IELTS. Ага. Получается, inversion... А в вашем случае, как олимпиадникам, вам приходят такие же задания, вы же выполняете их, и я вас учу, как правильно определять, где использовать inversion, в начале предложения, в придаточной части или в основной части предложения. Поэтому inversion, люди в жизни часто используют инверсию. Если вы посмотрите какие-нибудь сериалы на английском языке, вы заметите, что в разговорной речи он тоже очень часто используется. Okay? So let's now forget about Russian. This was the short break to explain the topic. Now we'll switch again to English and we'll continue checking the answers. Okay? I'm stopping the sharing the presentation and starting to share my answers. Let's go. The next question. If the river rises any higher, the town will be flooded. This is the conditional sentence, and it is the first conditional. We already have the first word of the sentence, it's should, and it also shows us that this is the inversed sentence, because should, the auxiliary verb in this case, stands in the first place. Now we have to complete the sentence using the rise, and the answer will go, should the river rise any higher? I'm sorry, there is my typo. I wrote 2 times rise. So if you had the mistake, this is why. And again, I'm reminding you that making mistakes is okay here. The main thing for you is to look at the right answers, okay, after you submitted your own answers. So we have like the river, should the river rise any higher? Yes, should the river rises any higher? Here the mistake is we used the ending as for the present simple, but the thing is we do not use it because we have the modal verb should that is in the beginning of the sentence because the sentence is inversed. So yes, boom, yes, but still we have to learn to use it. Should the river rises any higher? Should the river rise any higher? Yes, should the river rise any higher, the town will be flooded. Okay, the next sentence. He had just recovered from flu when he caught a bad cold. Okay, uh, we have this is the difficult sentence. I chose it deliberately to discuss it with you. The phrase no sooner, не раньше, чем. Okay, the main sentence sounds like this. He had just recovered from flu when he caught a bad cold. So I feel bad for this man because he had recovered from flu and then he caught a bad cold. Just after he recovered from one illness, he got another one. But we have to inverse this sentence, apply the inversion for this sentence. So the phrase was like no sooner, if you remember. The expression was no sooner, so no sooner had he recovered from flu than he caught a bad cold. It looks beautiful, really. So the right answer is as follows. Please watch it. And I see that most of you did it correctly. So very good. Well done. If you have made a mistake, please watch at the right answer. No sooner had he recovered from flu than he caught a bad cold. So he recovered from flu, but just after that he caught a bad cold, which is emphasized here that he caught a bad cold no sooner than he recovered from flu. Okay, next question. He took such a long holiday that he forgot how to do his job. Such a long holiday that he forgot how to do his job. We need to use the auxiliary verb did in the past simple. I just got the idea. The idea came to me that this type of language is the type of language that Yoda from Star Wars, Yoda character speaks. If you know who I'm talking about, please press like or just write the plus. This Yoda man, no, not man, the Yoda character, he always speaks with these complicated inverted sentences. Okay. Again, the right answer will be such a long holiday. Who? He, right? And did has to go where? Of course, before the subject. So, such a long holiday did he take that he forgot how to do his job. You see, the meaning of both sentences are the same, is the same, but the second sentence looks more formal, it looks academic, and it makes your writing more beautiful. Okay, such a long holiday did he take? Next question. Tom never seems worried about his future. We need to use the word seem, and we have a hint here, never. If never comes in the first place of the sentence, it means we should use the inversion. So the answer will go, never does Tom seem worried about his future. Why does? Because the sentence is in present simple. The auxiliary verb of present simple is does. Never does Tom seem worried about his future. То есть, если бы мы просто задавали вопрос, да, то у нас было бы так. Does Tom seem worried about his future? Но нам не нужен вопрос, нам нужна инверсия, поэтому never does Tom seem worried about his future. Предложение обретает совсем другой окрас, И инверсия в этом случае как раз, кстати, помогает. Окей, идем дальше. I've never had such fun anywhere else. So else is the word that we have to use, and the hint starts with the nowhere. Nowhere, I think we can add else at once. Nowhere else have I had such fun. Again, you look at the main sentence, it clearly shows that we used present perfect in here. I have never had. The next sentence is the sentence that is in verse should, not should, but must include present perfect. And here we go. Nowhere else have I had. And this sentence is also a negative one because we have the word never. Sentence number 9. He felt so unwell that he had to cancel their date. Felt is in past simple, and we have the hint here with the words that we have to use. It says did. It shows us the auxiliary verbs that we need to use. So unwell, right? So unwell. How do you ask a question in past simple? You put did in the first place. So unwell did he feel that he had to cancel their date? Okay? And the last sentence, if I were you, I would accept the offer. I've shown this example when we discussed several structures, and it's pretty much the same. Where are you? I would accept the offer. Okay, so I hope that you understand at least a bit of something I tried to explain, but I understand that this topic is really challenging, so you'll have to have some practice, some additional practice. And now I might turn again to our presentation. Okay, now let's work with another task. Rewrite the sentences using so or such at the beginning of the sentence. If you remember, these were also the rules here in structures. After so, such, placed at the beginning of a sentence, we use the inversion. Remember again, so hard does he work that he will soon be promoted. This is an example. Now we'll get to the exercise and write your answers in the comments chat box in YouTube. I will try to follow them and find the right answers. So the first question goes like this. Many people think she's English because she speaks the language so fluently. Your sentence has to start with so. Let's go. Dear students, if you joined later than I started, I explained that I confused the times of the schedule of our lesson time, so we'll have to finish at until 1 o'clock. I planned my lesson after the lunch. I saw that the third lesson will go at 2 p.m. and I gave you 30 minutes break, and it was late to change that. So I got a permission from Yernar Agay to continue with the lesson until 1 o'clock. So please understand this and be with us. Okay? I'm hoping for your understanding. Okay. Many people think she's English because she speaks the language so fluently. So fluently does she speak the language that many people think she is English. Okay, this sentence contains some typos, but this one is the correct. Um, so fluently does she speak the language that many people think she is English. Very good, Amir Ali, Asl Khan, very good. And all of you others who did the same. If you made mistakes, look again at the correct version on your screens. And Amir Ali Asl Khan was just the first person to, uh, well, at least I saw that. Yes, I think that. Yes, no, I'm sorry, Amir Ali, I'm sorry. The first one to guess the right answer was Raushan Yesova. So fluently does she speak that many people think she's English. Yeah, this is the correct answer. But anyway, very good. Well done. Now let's go for the next question. She is so arrogant that, I'm sorry, not arrogant. She's so ignorant that she has never heard of Shakespeare. With this sentence, we'll have some challenge because the right answer might not uh, satisfy your expectations. Um, mhm. Okay. Well, I see the right answer here, and I'll show it. Very good, Jamila Akhmetova. I think that is my student from my school. Well, hello to you. Such ignorance she has that she has never heard of Shakespeare. Very good. This is the correct answer. I am explaining why we do not use adjective in here. We do not use the adjective ignorant because such goes with nouns. Okay, so you needed to convert the word ignorant into noun. So remember, for your further tasks, that this kind of situation might come to you during your exams, and if you see the word such, not so, if you see the word such and you need to work with the inversion, you will need to use nouns. Okay. Such ignorance she has that she has never heard of Shakespeare. Let's go for the next one. He was so surprised that he nearly fell off his chair. Again, look, surprised is an adjective, and you have a word such. And you have a word such. Such surprise he was that he nearly fell. No. Such surprise he was that he nearly fell off. Such surprise. Nope. Don't forget about the inversion. Most of your sentences does not contain inversion. You have a verb after the subject. Still cannot see the right answer. Let me type it. Okay, this was the right answer. You all, most of you were close in that thing that you started to use noun with the word such. Very good. The lesson is learned. Um, but you forgot that we are working with inversion, so the auxiliary verb must come after the word such. So such was his surprise that he nearly fell off his chair is the right answer. Okay, and let's go for the next question. I think it's the last one. Oh, Roshan, let me find your message. Maybe I just missed it. Such was his surprise. Yes, I see. Roshan, sorry. Ravshan Esava had the right answer about the sixth sentence about the surprise, but I didn't notice it. Okay. The dancer moved so gracefully that he appeared to be skating. So gracefully, dancer moved. No. So graceful did the dancer move that he appeared to be skating. Very good, Arjan Sapayeva with the nice avatar of Shrek. So gracefully did the dancer move that he appeared to be skating. This is the right answer. Everything is inversed. The sentence was in the past simple. The auxiliary verb will be did. Okay, very good. Very good. I hope that this practice was helpful. Let's go on with the presentation now. So, let me take off the comment. Again, we have some new rules on how to use inversion with the so, neither, nor, and as to express agreement. This one is easier. Just look at the examples and you will understand everything. I enjoy romance films. So do I. So is used to agree with an affirmative statement. Now we have a negative statement. Tim didn't come, and we use here neither or nor. Neither did an or, nor did an. These phrases, these words, neither nor, are used to agree with a negative statement. То есть оба можно использовать, не обязательно один из них, то есть оба варианта подходят. And the last one, her students loved her as did her colleagues. This is also the type of inversion. This is easier. I think that there isn't there is no need to explain and to stop at this one for anymore. Okay, so now in the following structures, we invert the subject and the main verb. Here we go. After adverbs of place. So Firstly, I showed you some expressions, phrases that we use with inversion. Now we have adverbs of place that can be used also with inversions. There goes the bus, but there it goes. The difference here is that you specify the subject. You do not change it with the personal pronoun. If you use it, it cannot be an inversion. Here is your pen, but here it is. So these simple sentences, they are also accounted as inversions. And here, in direct speech, when the reporting verb comes after the quote and the subject is a noun. Look, this type of sentences you can always see in your books while reading. What a nice dress, said Susan. This is also inversion. Okay, but if you do not want to inverse it, you just say, what a nice dress, she said. Again, if we have the person, not the pronoun, not the personal pronoun, when we have a noun, when we specify who we're talking about or what are we talking about, we use the inversion. Not Susan said, but said Susan. Okay? And not she said she, but she said. Okay? So these were the simple rules. Let's now go with the again with the practice for these ones. Fill in. So neither nor and the appropriate verb. I don't feel like going to work today. Neither do I. Let's go to the beach instead. So now here's your turn to write your answers again in the comment chat box. This is the first two sentences that you'll need to submit your answers. Let's go. First sentence, I really like our new teacher. Yes, very good. So do I. She's really patient, isn't she? Mark Lauren, you were the first one. Very good. The next one, I can't decide. Please number your sentence, okay? Put down 3 and then the answer. I can't decide what to buy Chris for his birthday. He can't decide. He cannot. Yeah, very good. I see the answers. I'll not choose the first one, but I will choose the one of the right answers, okay? Because a lot of comments coming in. It's hard to keep the first one. Okay. Neither do I. What can you give a man who has everything? Very good. I feel like you've gotten this part of the topic, because it's much easier than the previous ones. Let's go with another question. Again, please don't forget to number your answers, okay? Like 4 is this, 5 is this. Now, let me hide. No, not hide. Yes, Miraz Kurmanov, I see that you're telling me that you were the first one. It's hard for me to keep the track of every comment. This is why I'm choosing the right one. The main thing now is not to finish the first, but to see the right answer, okay? So for the first one, I should really start doing some kind of exercise. Okay. I've put on a lot of weight. So very good. Number 4 is so do I. Very good. Number 5, I'd really love to go out tonight. Yes, very good. Number 5, so would I. Let's go to the new Italian place around the corner. Very good. Next questions, 6 and 7. I can't stand this heat anymore. Number 6. Mm, so can I? Nope. Very good. Very good. We do not use. This one is for the sixth sentence. Neither can I or nor can I. Remember, you have to use the modal verb that is written in the main sentence, okay? Let's go for the seventh. I had the time of my life at the party last night. I had is the past simple, not the past perfect. Be careful. Number seven. I think that you've meant about the seventh. You forgot to write the number of the question, but it's okay. So did I? Yes, most of you written so had I, but had is not in the past perfect or something or other tenses. It's the simple past. So we needed to use the auxiliary verb did. So did I. Okay, very good. Very good. Now let's go for the last three questions. I'll have to take off the comment because they will not be seen on your screen. 8, 9, and 10. Let's go with the ninth one. I've spent lots of money on clothes this month. I have spent. Mind that this is. Yes, we have the right answer. So have I. So have I. Because the sentence had the present perfect. Let's go for the ninth one. I won't be surprised if they don't turn up at this if they don't turn up this evening. Number 9, very good. So won't I um I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry, no, not this one. No, yes, I'm sorry. This one is the correct one. Neither will I, okay? We're not using so with the negative auxiliary verb. We use the nor or neither, and we use the affirmative form of the auxiliary verb. Number 9 is neither will I. Okay, and the number 10, we're thinking of going to Ibiza this summer. The answer is, look, we are thinking. We are thinking is present continuous. So I see the right answer. Very good. Very good. So are we. So are we. Well, this was pretty much easier. Um, very good. Before these tasks, I've read some messages of you saying that it's lunchtime. Again, guys, you will have your lunchtime. You will be free after 1 p.m., maybe even earlier. Let's finish off this topic because it's really challenging. You need to learn it. Okay, now it's much easier. You'll need to write just one correct answer. Um, I'm not sure that I will be able to put every right answer on the screen. So find the word which should not be in the sentence. Let's start with the second one. Um, please, number your sentences. If you want to write the answer for the second one, write number 2 and write the word that is odd one. It was Clive who he scored the winning goal. Yeah, very good. This one is the right answer. Let's go for the number 3. Whatever it is she wearing. What is the odd word in number 3? Very good, Akhniyat. Whatever is she wearing is the right answer. We do not need the word it. Otherwise, it is not the inversion. Let's go for the fourth one. Guys, you're also quick. Very good. Not only is that Bill a good musician, but he also dances well. Not only, yeah, very good. That is the odd one. Um, very good. Number five, if you will finish, you can leave. It's not the inversion, but the still the sentence that contains the wrong sentence. Yeah, very good. Number five is the odd one is will. Number six, let's go. Number six, very good. Once is odd. Let's go. Number seven. That was how had he deceived so many people. Yeah, very good. That was no. I'm sorry. I clicked on the wrong message. That was how he deceived so many people. So that was had is the wrong one. Okay. Number eight. Where I haven't been, there is Paris. Very good, Sanjar Sadvakasov. There is the word one. Let's go for the ninth one. Number nine. Very good. We already have the word, so we don't need much. So loud was the music that we had to leave the bar. Okay, number 10. Rarely ever are those birds seen in the wild. Rarely ever. Very good. Number 10 is, I'm sorry again, misclicked. Yes, ever is the odd one. 11. Let's go for the 11. Yes, Sultanat Ami. No sooner when is not needed here. Very good. Number 12. Number 12. Very good. Keljibayev Tokhtar. She is the odd word here. Very good. Number 13. Very good. McLaren. The did is the odd one. 14. 14. Yes, we do not need the word this. We already have that. Why is it that you always blame me for your problems? It's the right answer. Let me hide this comment. Okay, very good. Next one, number 15. Wherever, yes, is the wrong one. Wherever, yeah, very good. Is the wrong one. 16. 16. Very good. Very good. Much is the odd one. 17. 17. Imperative sentence. Do you remember? No, not please. We need the word please. Imperative emphatic structure. Sit, please. Sit down, please. Yes, very good. The right answer is here. Do sit down, please. Very good. So this is the right answer. Now, number 18. Let's go. Yes, QWERTY 2772. You don't need the word id in the sentence number 18. Let's go for the 19. Number 19. The odd word is, come on guys, we're approaching. Yes, very good. Hates is the odd one. I hate Mexican food, and so does my husband. Let's go for the last one, 20. He did left early in the morning. Very good. If we wanted to emphasize by using did, we would have needed the verb in the bare infinitive form, but here we have the form that is not infinitive, so we'll have to leave this word and cross out the auxiliary verb did. The right answer would be he left early in the morning. Very good, very good. We made it in time. I hope. Yes, the presentation is over. Now, very good lesson. Now, I would like to address to the lady, if it's lady, Kupia, please write in the comment box under the video, not in the comment box, or in the comment box, your phone number, because I couldn't find your account in YouTube. Kupia, if you're still here. Yes. Okay, good. Boy, very good. Please type in your phone number here in this chat. I will send you the gift of the lesson. And for everyone else, goodbye. Good luck on your exams tomorrow. Hope you had a great time during this online virtual camp. If you have questions, you can ask in the chat. And Kopia, I still cannot find your phone number. Please leave it somewhere. No, not darkness. Yes, Kopia, wait. I found the number. Yes, I see this number. Very good. I'm making a screenshot. You will get your money on your balance. So, okay. Goodbye, everyone. It was fun. Hope you liked the lesson.